you want to be on the bema, I would put it like at the end of the reading table, but like right here. Yeah. Sorry, I'd move it. Those things are freaking heavy.
It is quite heavy.
And I'm being windy, what can I say?
Turn it on at the time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, I'll set you up.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'd like to thank Steve and Carolyn and Karma over here on the machine, everybody who's helping out on this Shabbat. Also, why don't we now take a chance to introduce yourself to someone you may not know or someone you do know, or whatever the case may be. Wish that person Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
I'll wear a name tag. You'll forget
No,
who I am.
I won't. I have no fear.
There it is.
That's what I looked at, yeah. That's all right. And now that we have become a Hila Kedusha, Shabbat Shalom on Scream. And we're going to continue in a moment with our opening song. But before we do so, I'd like to just do something with you. I want to tell you a story. I happen to like stories, okay? A lot of them, and I happen to like Jewish stories. So this is a story, and since we're going to sing a moment, Light These Lights, right? This is a story that some of you may know about a rabbi, probably a Hasidic rabbi, because it's a Hasidic story, who, when the Jews were going to be attacked, would go out to the forest, and he would light a place in the forest, and he would light a fire, and he would say the prayer. But in the next generation, the next Rebbe forgot something. So when the Jewish people were going to be attacked, he went out into the forest, he lit a fire, but he could not find the right place in the forest. And in the next generation, when the same thing happened, the Rebbe went out into the forest, but couldn't even remember that he was supposed to light a fire. And finally, the next generation, the Rebbe stayed home, and when the Jewish people were in trouble, he simply said the bracha to save them, and it worked. We're going to continue now on page 7 with Light These Lights, bringing back that fire that was forgotten so long ago back into our sanctuary.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen.
And now we continue our service on page 7 with the kindling of the Shabbat candles, bringing light once again into our sanctuary, even though we may have forgotten we're in the forest, but we remember the blessing. We call up now to do the lighting of the candles Rona Levy and Sandra Kane. It's been a long time. in memory of Annie Berger and Lou Hardy.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lechad likner, shel Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom. You can give a hug. Shabbat shalom. We now continue as we rise for the call to worship on page 9.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Night into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreyom v'layla, goleor mitbechoshech, goleor mitbechoshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Light becomes day, day turns to night. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Maluto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod, Maluto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
We continue with V'ahavta on page 10.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all. Sorry. What shalt love the Lord? Did I not get it? Sorry. And thou shalt. Okay. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in thy heart, shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and thou shalt be for frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Page 11, Michamocha. It begins this reading that we're going to do in a moment, standing at the water's edge. Close your eyes for a moment and stand at the water's edge. You know the story. Some of you could tell it to me very well. The story of Nachshon ben Aminadav. The children of Israel have fled from Pharaoh. The children of Israel are standing at the shores, and the Egyptian chariots are soon coming after them. And nothing happens, and nothing at all happens. And they cry to God, and nothing still happens. And the water is going up to the waist, up to the chest, up to the neck. And all of a sudden, Nachshon steps into the water to lead the people. And God says to Nachshon, because you took that step and you took the chance, you are going to be able to cross. And it's really a message for us tonight with our Torah portion of tzedek tzedek shall you pursue, righteousness, justice shall you pursue, that until we're willing to take the first step, God will not do anything for us. We have to be the ones to take the step, even if the water is this high. We must have that courage. We continue reading together on the top of page 11.
Standing at the water's edge, the sea spray on your cheek. Close your eyes and feel within the beating of freedom's drum. Listen closely on the breeze. Do you hear the music of the ages? O God, you beat the drum, you are the song. You are the wonder in each of us. With joy and awe, we sing to you this song of freedom.
Alchutecha ra'uvanecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Page 11, let us read together the Hashkivenu. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will. We praise you, Guardian of Israel, whose love gives light to all the world. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 Keep us safe throughout right. Oh, Adonai. Amen. 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 Amen.
Page 13, Vashamru.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. Ha'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam. Berit olam. Beni uvein, b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. Lasot et HaShabbat ledorotam. Berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Oti leolam. Oti
The bottom of page 13, the Amidah, the second full part of our service. Those who are able, please rise.
na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tahilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu v'Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah v'Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezoher Hasdei Avot V'Yamot Umevi Gula Livnei V'Nehem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagain Baruch atah Adonai Magain Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai מחי הכל, אתה רב להושיע, מקלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים והופך עולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומקיים ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום, והללויה צלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We will read Ritzei in Hebrew and then in English, page 15. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu b'yamacha Yisrael, u'tefilatam be'ahava tekabel, u'tehi l'ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, Baruch atah Adonai, she'otaka levadaka b'yir'ah na'avod. Be gracious, O our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. May our worship always be acceptable to you. We continue, God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonders beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer our thanks. Page 16.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha livarech et amcha Yisrael bechol edu vechol sha'a bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
It says in our Siddur, it's now time for Tefillat Halev, the prayer of the heart. But I'm going to give you a little assignment during this prayer of the heart. I want you to think of something you've done today, yesterday. That's right. Today, yesterday, or the day before, where you did an act of, as we go to the Torah portion, tzedek, tzedek. When did you do an act of justice of one kind or another in the last few days? Meditate on that for a moment. Think about that for just a moment. And now, before we sing Eli, Eli, I want you to turn to the person next to you. And it's not an ego thing to do. It's a wonderful thing to do. Tell that person what that one act of justice you felt you did during this past week. How did you bring something to a better world? We're going to get someone back there with you right now, okay? It might be Jeff, I don't know. Just give yourself, shall we say, a godly pat on the back. What good deed did you do for someone else during this past week? How did you bring justice into this world? And look at the beautiful readings for a moment on page 17, which really talk to us in a sense about tzedek in various ways. From Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, you are wherever your thoughts are. Make sure your thoughts are where you want to be. We reach for you, our God, for our quiet places. May we stand still for a brief moment and listen to the rain. Stand still for a brief moment and watch the play of sunlight and shadow on the leaves. And for a brief moment, listen to the world. Shabbat is the day we stand still and let all our blessings catch up with us. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. And Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, there is a realm of time when the goal is not to have, but to be. Not to own up, but not to own, but to give. Not to control, but to share. Not to subdue, but to be in accord. Life goes wrong when the control of space, the acquisition of things of space, becomes our sole concern. The Sabbath is the presence of God in the world, open to the soul of the human being. God is not in things of space, but in moments of time. And for just a moment before we soon rise in a moment to or sing Eli, Eli, how many of you just heard the siren? My congregation in Oakland was one block from the major hospital, and we heard the siren many times. And what I always ask the congregation to do at that point is to say a little Misha Beirach. If we don't know the person, we have no idea who the person that might have been in an ambulance that passed by, but they need us, and they need our prayers for whatever may be. So let's say whenever we hear a siren go by, stop for a minute, pause for a minute, thank our blessings, and think at the same time, who might be ill, who might be in that siren. It's just as important as sitting here and praying. We continue now with Eli, Eli. Page 18.
Eli, Eli, shelo yigamer leolam, hachol vehayam, rishru shel hamayim, berak hashamayim, tfilat ha'adam, hachol vehayam, rishru shel hamayim, berak hashamayim, tfilat ha'adam. O Lord my God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
We now continue our service as we turn to page 20 and rise, those able, and we take the Torah from the Ark, page 20.
Mitzion Teitzei Torah, Ki Mitzion Teitzei Torah, Udavar Adonai Mirushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, Le'irushalto.
Beit Yaakov lechuven elcha be'or Adonai, O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of our God.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Ha'olam Omen. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Ha'olam Omen. Al HaTorah Ve'al HaAvodah Ve'al Gimilud Chasadim, Al HaTorah Ve'al HaAvodah Ve'al Gimilud Chasadim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam, ha'olam, amen. Al ha'torah, ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al gimilut chasadim. Al ha'torah, ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al gimilut chasadim. Shalom, 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 shalom. Happy it is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy.
Okay, we can just leave it closed. Shabbat shalom. Just move those. Please be seated. As I stated before, what we're going to read shortly in the Torah is the beginning of the Torah portion called Shoftim. The word Shoftim means judges. And Shotrim sort of means guardians or almost police in a sense in Hebrew. I wanted to tell you something a little bit about me. I am a CNBC Now, whatever it is called, addict. I watch Rachel Maddow regularly. And every night I watch Lawrence O'Donnell because I like how blunt he is every night. I could say I watch them religiously, to tell you the truth. And in the beginning of each broadcast, if you've watched it before, sort of if you're watching the TV, right over to here, there's a little saying of some type, whatever they're going to speak on. So tonight I'm going to put the saying in Hebrew and in English of tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. Because that's what we're going to talk about in a few moments. But first, this morning, I happened to do a Torah study for about 45 people online that I do about every three times or 4 times a year. Various people do it each week. And I should have had, and forgot to bring here, a shofar. Because technically, we are now in the month of Elul. The month of Elul is the month right before Rosh Hashanah. And so technically, again, you are supposed to sound shofar every morning, and then think about something you want to maybe be thankful for on the high holy days. In one tradition, it's done every day. In another tradition, we do it when we do slichot coming up in a few weeks. So if any of you have a shofar, when you wake up in the morning, sound it. Go outside and sound it and wake up your neighbors and tell them it is time to arise. Tzedek, tzedek, tordof, justice, justice you shall pursue. Now I'm going to ask someone from Torah study. Some of you are sitting in the front row, some of you are over here. You'll answer it and we'll go from there. Why is the word tzedek, tzedek twice mentioned? Emphasis is one. Why else? Right, to yourself and others. You have to get yourself together before you can go out and deal with others. If you don't have yourself together, it's very difficult to go out and to help someone else. So it's a time when we also have to look at the double meaning, that it's not only about us, but we also have to ask, what does our society need? What do you feel that our society needs that's not quite in the line of tzedek, tzedek, you shall pursue? Does our society, the one in which you live and I live, the world in which you and I live, does it act justly? Is it a just world? Is it a just country? Is it a just state? How can we make it the way God wished that we would make it? A just country, a just state. One of the ways, it says when we talk about tzedek, tzedek, is to cooperate with one another. to be sensitive to one another, to do something for one another in one way or another. So there's a story. I'm going to tell you another story. A couple of these are my favorites. This is one, and I wish the little girl who was here was just a teeny bit older because we could use her. But we won't do it because she may be afraid. This is a story that took place 2,000 years ago. There was a Roman general riding on his horse, and he saw a man maybe some of our age, all hunched over, very arthritic, walking with a little girl. And the Roman general said to them, "Where are you going?" And they said, "We're going to pick the apples from this tree over here." And the Roman general just burst out laughing. He said, "You can't do that. You're a little girl, and you're down like this. If you can't do it and don't do it, I will kill you." So they walked, and they walked, and they walked, and the tree was here. And the old gentleman bent down, and the girl got on her shoulders and picked the apple from the tree. And they were rewarded by the general, not only with life, but with rewards. And that simple little story, coming out of probably the Midrash, tells us that the way in which we can do tzedek is to grow together and to get together as human beings. That is so, so very important. But also, when we discuss this in Torah study, that the word tzedek, justice, also applies to nature. There is something in the Torah that says the following, and I paraphrase it: if people go to war and there are fruit trees in the city you're attacking, you do not destroy the fruit trees. You can destroy other trees, but you do not destroy the fruit trees, because that is what brings life and will have more fruit. And there's another thing in my favorite novel, actually, a Jewish novel, As a Driven Leaf, a very old novel, but just a beautiful novel, where the rabbi, who has great doubts about God and he's not sure, sees a boy climbing up a tree. The boy is going to take the eggs from the nest of the mother bird. And the question that comes up in Talmud is, do you take the life of the mother, or do you take the eggs? And the answer is, you take the eggs, because the mother can reproduce. That is very, very important in that sense. What we do and how we do it, and what we think that tzedek, that justice, that righteousness might very well be. There's also a wonderful part that they say here, of course, about nature and trees. They say you have to take it a step further. Your step further is take care of everything. There's something that's called Bal Tashchit, do not destroy. And the rabbis, in commenting on this one verse in here about the trees, say it applies to everything. Don't destroy the trees. Take care of your garden. Don't hurt animals. Anything possible, do not destroy. Because tzedek, justice and righteousness, the trees and everything else deserve the same life that we deserve as human beings, to paraphrase what is said in there. So we have so many of these types of things in here, and there's another one too. I want to read this one to you because for some of you this may ring a little bell. It's talking about the rulers, the kings. So it says, and let me just find a verse I want to start at. If after you have entered the land that the eternal your God has assigned to you, and taken possession of it and settled in it, you decide, I will set a king over you to do as all the nations have. You shall be free to set a king over yourself, one chosen by eternal your God. Be sure to set the king over yourself, one of your own people. You must not set a foreigner over you, one who is not your kin. Moreover, and here we go, He shall not keep many horses or send people back to Egypt to add to his horses. Since the Eternal has warned you, you must not go back that way again. And he shall not, you ready, have many wives, lest his heart go astray, nor shall he amass falsely silver and gold to access. I will leave you to think about that. When he is seated on his royal throne, he shall have a copy of this Torah written for him on a scroll by the Levitical priests. Let it remain with him, and let him read it all his life, so that he may learn to revere the Eternal as God, to observe faith for every word of teaching, as well as these laws. Thus he will not act haughtily toward his fellow, or deviate from the instruction to the right or to the left, to the end that he and his descendants may reign long in the midst of Israel. I will comment no further on this part. You deal with it as you like. But the beauty of this portion, and this happens to be one of my favorites, is it applies to almost every part of life that we live and what it says. And that's the real beauty that we have here. About nature, too, we said this in Torah study, where the rabbi said, if you're planting a tree and the Messiah is coming, don't stop planting. First plant the tree and then go out and greet the Messiah, which is really something very, very beautiful. And then finally, I want to talk about speech. That it mentions here about the king, and in what other place? That tzedek is righteous speech. We speak rightfully to one another. We don't curse one another. We don't gossip about one another. That is how we're supposed to live. So the last story, before I read one other thing, the last story, this is about a king who had a son that was very, very ill. And he called the people together, and he said, I want you to go out, and I want you to find the milk of a lioness for me, and bring it back so my son will heal. So the one man goes out, and now you have to sort of take this as a story, because the parts of the body are going to be speaking in a minute, okay? So what happens is they go out, and all of a sudden the eye sees the cave where the lion is. And then in a moment, the legs bring closer to the lion. And finally, the hand goes out to give the lion something. And now they are able to milk the lion and to get the milk. So they come back to the king. But the mouth does not like the rest of them. So and they always laughed at the mouth, because what could the mouth do? It can't kick, it can't hit, it can't do anything. So when the king said, give me the milk, he said, here is the milk of a dog, Your Honor. And the king was about to kill them all. And the king, finally the mouth said, no, no, no. It is the milk of the lioness. And what this story tells us is the worst weapon in the world is not the hand, it's not the foot, it's not the eyes. The worst weapon in the world is the tongue. Because once we say something, it can't be taken back. It's out there in the air. And you only have to live at a place like I do, in a senior living, where everyone knows everyone else's business. And all of a sudden, they had one person dead before she died, and so on, because the rumor mill just starts. So one of the things is the tongue is the strongest weapon of all. And I end with this, and it may take me 1 second to find it. Let me just find that. I'll tell you the story. I did my master's thesis for rabbinical school on the writings of Elie Wiesel. And in this book, One Generation, he says the following. There was sort of what the community called a crazy man. And he was going around talking about everything that was happening to the Jews, everything at all. And no one would listen to him. And so one of the people asked him, why do you go around talking and saying all these things that are happening and trying to influence us to do something good? No one was doing it. And the man said and answered as follows. He said, I got to the point where I knew they wouldn't listen to me, but I had to keep talking because they changed, but I wouldn't let them change me. And this is really the basis of who and what we are. And perhaps we can end like this. Imein ani li mili, if I am for myself, what am I? Achshav la'atzmi ma'ani. And if for myself alone, what am I? V'mim lo achshav ematai. And if not now, when? So did Hillel. So should we. But the answer is to do tzedek, tzedek, justice, justice, only lies with us, as individuals and as a society, and with no one else. Ken yehi ratzon, may this be God's will. Amen. And now we're going to call up to the Torah Jim Morris and Robin Apple for the Aliyah. And I don't know, where is the Aliyah? Is it underneath? Do you know it?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's under here. Have I changed it? Yeah, I did change it, just for you. No, that's the candle lighting.
I think we're good.
Okay, you're good? Okay.
I'll sing quietly.
I'll sing with you, Jim. Oh, it's in the book. Ruach Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamrach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torto. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. And I am going to read and then translate the first line because I think it's very important. Shoftim v'shomrim titen lecha b'chol she'arecha asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha. Shoftim, judges and instructions. He will give to you in all of your gates that Adonai your God is giving to you. V'shavatecha v'shavtu et ha'am mishpat tzedek lo tateh mishpat lo takir panim v'lo tikach shochad. That says, and you shouldn't take a bribe. Ki hashochad ya'aver einei chachamim v'yisalef divrei tzadikim. But tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice you shall pursue. L'ma'ancha techayeh, in order that you might live. V'yarashta et ha'aretz, and you will inherit the land. Asher Adonai Elohecha, that's your God, noten lach, is giving to you.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet. V'hayeh olam notah b'tokeinu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, James. Now for our Misha Berach, we mentioned the following: Penny Sniper, Samuel Hope, Knox and Gabby Lopez Smith, Giles Messinger, Patrick Dakin, Ari Brown, Randy Watkins, Sherwin Sobel, Shoshana Ruth Batchana, John Boysa, Simon and Leora Gwazdoff, Are there any others in the congregation whose names you would like to mention before we go on? Yes. From this side?
Jeff Flores.
We also mentioned those who are home alone and lonely and have no one to say Misha Berach for them. Also, we think of those who are victims of elderly spousal or child abuse and pray for those in those homes as together now, and all who are suffering, by the way, because of wars, because of natural disasters, because indeed, as we look every day at our television, we must admit that there is climate change and what is happening in our world. For all of those who are floating on those rivers and being rescued, who fear those tornadoes, those who fear the guns and the bombs, we touche Misha Berach as we sing together. Page 23.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. And as I like to do, we worry and are concerned about those who are ill, but we also have simchas that we celebrate on Shabbat. So I'd like to know, does anyone have a birthday this month? Or the 2 weeks that I'm here? Or next week? If you do, stand up. Anyone have an anniversary? I'll stand up because it'll be our 57th on Monday.
Tap in.
So, anyone else have an anniversary? Did anyone do something tzedek this week? Stand up. Anyone do something righteous? Jeff, you better stand up. Pat, you better stand up. The danger of some people here that I know, they get called on all the time for something. How many of you are happy that today it was only in the 80s instead of in the hundreds? Stand up. And those who are just happy to be here on Shabbat, please rise also as we say Shehachianu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. And now let's read together on page 23 a prayer for our country and the state of Israel. So remain standing because we will do Aleinu in a moment. Guardian of life and liberty, grant blessings to our country. Grant our leaders patience and wisdom. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife. and may we never be lazy in the work of peace. Eternal God, grant blessings to the state of Israel. Protect your people, shelter them with peace, and grant them deliverance from the violence that surrounds them. May they live in harmony with one another and with their neighbors. May the bonds of faith and faith that unite the Jews of all lands and be a source of strength and blessing to each of us and to the world. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
We remain standing and turn to page 24 to return the Torah to the ark.
Bezot HaTorah Asher Shal Moshe Livnei Bnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai Beyad Moshe Ki Lechach Tov Nateti Lachem Torati Al Tazuvu Eitz Chaim Chi Lemachazikim Ba Betomecha Me'oshar Deraeha Daei Noam V'chol nativotecha Shalom Ashkivenu Adonai Elecha Nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Ameinu Chadesh Ameinu Ken Kedem
Page 25, Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol L'tekenu l'aleotze breshit Shelo asanu k'gei aratzot Velo samanu k'mishbechot adamam Shelo sam kelkenu kahem V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam V'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim Lifnei melech malchei hamalchim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad Hu Shemo echad.
Page 26. In the presence of death, we extol life, the creative force energizing each of us. In the presence of reality, we speak of mystery, of love stronger than death, of memories that turn each day into precious possibilities. We acknowledge the lives gone from our midst, the tears shed in deepest affection, what we have become and what we hope to be. But we affirm life, and in that affirmation we join with the fellowship of Israel and all humanity. Their loss is ours, and ours is theirs. In seeking peace and understanding for ourselves, we recognize the need to bring peace to all those we meet, and to this hope and promise we say,
Amen.
Amen. And now, is anyone mourning for a loved one who died during this past week? Please rise. Anyone in the last month and wishes to mention a name, please rise. Anyone in the last year that wishes to mention a name, please rise and remain standing. We also remember the following yortzites on this Shabbat: Annie Berger, Lou Hardy, Rick Marias, Murray Friedman, Bess Corbolts, Nathan Corin, Henry Mellon, Stanley Solomon, Herman Bardi, Andrew Bonagor, Harry Harris, Mary Lee Weinstein, William Casson, Merrick Brager, Lily Adler, Lucille Berman, Eric Murrell, Bradley Cantor, Bella Zeff, Abraham Katz, Madeline Murphy Vaters, Max Unterberg, Irma Bramer, Skip Evie, George Hirschfield, Pete Clare, Teddy Statner, and Violet Gannon. Is anyone observing yortzites on this Shabbat who wishes to mention a name? And any others? Now we all rise to join those who are in mourning this week as we join together on page 26 in Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chaye kon v'yomei kon, v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'mizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnatzeh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalau shemei dekudesha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, v'amiran b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol Yoshvei Kevel v'imru. Amen. And now our closing is Oseh shalom. Oh,
No,
that's
we have
right. We all
announcements.
come forward, right? Is this a... Huh? Oh, announcements. Oh,
Casilda Cruz.
I'm sorry. Announcements. Count it. You know the song, Casilda, don't you?
Remember.
Announcements, announcements, announcements. A horrible way to die. A horrible way to die. We sing that at camp all the time.
Okay.
So just so you know. Oh wait, we'll find them for you. They're here.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Rabbi Chester, Carolyn Yoshino, and Steve for a wonderful service. And thank you to Rachel.
Just turn it.
Learning Lab begins this Sunday. TK through 8th graders start at 9. Sababa High Schoolers start at 11:30 a.m. All Learning Lab students and their families are invited to enjoy lunch together at 11 a.m. This is a great way to reconnect with friends and make new friends. Our adult church Kolot start High Holidays rehearsal this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. If you love to sing Jewish music, join us. Would you like to blow shofar or on Rosh Hashanah? Meet Beth Sander this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Anyone aged 13 or older is welcome. If you have a shofar, please bring it. If not, we do have some loaners on hand. It's time for adults learning to register for classes. This year, Rabbi Chester is offering 3 short courses: medical ethics, Jewish views of the afterlife, and the history of Reform Judaism. We have weekly Torah study. Israeli dancing and etiquettes and rituales for our Spanish-speaking friends. Visit our website or check out our Wednesday newsletter for details. Have your reservation for Shabbat barbecue on August 28th? If not, please do this week. We will officially welcome Rabbi Chester to Temple Israel. Celebrate Shabbat with songs and a story or teaching, and then enjoy a Shabbat barbecue together. Shabbat barbecue begins at 6:13 p.m. Next week, we will not have Erev Shabbat, Friday night services. We hope you join us Saturday morning at 10:30 for learning Minyan. For those who have just seats, learners Minyan will offer space for you and say Kiddush with our community. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Now we sing O Say Shalom.
Okay. Everyone come forward and join hands and stand next to your new friends and old friends. Say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yasa shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'ibru amen. Hu yasa shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, amen.
And now we are going to do Motzi and Kiddush.
We usually do.
Well, that's you.
And I know usually we invite the kids up to help us with Kiddush and Motzi, but I'd like to take a chance to shout out to Greg and Nicole Balfour. Nicole gave birth to a beautiful baby boy yesterday.
Woo!
Our community is one nefesh, one neshama,
Oh,
one
wonderful.
soul stronger.
Wonderful.
So mazel tov to them.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim. And now, oh,
Our beautiful
We will do-
challah. Danny made this beautiful challah that we'll be able to enjoy at Oneg. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Turn around
Shabbat
and wish them
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Over the
Oh, this
corner.
way. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And we thank Carolyn, we thank Steve Simcha. Yofi. Toda rabah.
Thank you. Okay.
Good, good.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes, you do. And you have some awesome challah eaters.
I'm going to be attacked with this whole.
Shabbat shalom, Jeff.
Wednesday, I bought a new saxophone in Oakland.
You did what?
Bought a used saxophone. You know, when you're telling the story about God warning us about how to use the tongue, there's an old story in the Talmud that said God knew how dangerous the tongue was. Therefore, he built 2 gates in your mouth, your teeth and your lips. If the tongue doesn't go past that and that, you're safe. I don't love that. Built gates. It's
good.
good.
It's
It's
good.
good. Take care. I'll see you soon.
So I bought this, it was a used, really old saxophone. And the
Shabbat
case,
shalom. Good.
the case is so bad
Yeah.
that I don't even want to bring it in the house. And I put it on eBay to sell it. And it's the first thing I ever sold on eBay. It's just, you take a picture of it and then it tells you what you
Yeah.
can sell it for. Well, the guy bought it within like 12 hours.
Huh.
And it's $80 to ship it, and I got $40 for the case, and he lives in Carmichael.
Oh, really?
So if I knew coming, I would have
Yeah.
saved him $80.
That's right.
Just giving you the case.
Oh, so you should, did you mail it to him already?
No,
Well, you should ask him if he wants to wait 2 weeks.
and then I can